So recently, there's been this new craze in the Mandela effect. Basically, to summarize to stupid people, it's a theory that someone's going back in time and changing stuff and making it different from how we remember. And there's a lot of examples floating around the internet, but I have some that maybe a few of you guys didn't pick up. First, Jimmy Kimmel. He has to be one of my favorite all-time comedian and actors. So you can imagine my shock when I googled his name to find that it has been changed to James Kimmel. That's only one of many shocking examples I found. Here's the next one. Some of you may recognize this as the 21 Pilots self-titled album. I did as well. Everyone remembers it as the 21 Pilots self-titled album. Yet when you look at the album, it's not 21 Pilots self-titled. It's 21 Pilots, 21 Pilots. It's surprising no one else picks this up. Okay, Beyonce has to be one of my favorite R&B artists, but I remember her name being spelled much differently. Like, this is what it is in this reality. But this is how I remembered it. There's no N. It was, well, I even remember it being pronounced Bianca. But, look at that. This next example is very disturbing. Now, when it comes to Kit Kat, a lot of people are saying they remember a hyphen in the middle. I never saw a hyphen in between Kit Kat, so I think those people are crazy. But what I do know is they did change something. Someone did go back in time and change it. Just recently I had a Kit Kat, and I used to love them when I was little, but I was indifferent to it when I had it. So that means the only logical explanation is that someone went back in time and changed the recipe, and now I don't like Kit Kats. It's very disturbing that they can just do that at their will. This next example. Some of you guys remember there's a sequel to Destiny that just came out, right? So when I went to look for it, the title's actually been changed. It's no longer really Destiny 2, it's Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. It's just disgusting. Okay, so the names of athletes have even been changed. There's a professional soccer player, and he's my idol, and his name has been changed. There's only one N, as I remember correctly. Again, they're changing names. First Jimmy Kimmel, then Bianca, now my favorite soccer player. Here's another example of this person who goes back in time to ruin everything, changing the English language itself. Now, when you guys hear the word there, you think T-H-E-R-E. So, you can imagine my shock when I saw this. It's beyond me on how no one picked up on this. This very obvious misspelling. But now everyone spells it like that in some sentences. And it's just disgusting. I'll never do that. I won't conform to the crazy. Next, when everyone types, or texts at least, everyone uses the letter U, because that's how you refer to someone in the second person. But it's been changed. It's no longer the letter U. It's Y-O-U. Yo-oo. Yet everyone is so quick to just use this without thinking it's been changed. Yeah, it's just disgusting. For this last example, this is a very personal Mandela effect example. I specifically remember my geometry grade being at least a 97. So you can imagine my disbelief when I realized it has been changed. It is actually 77. And the only logical explanation is someone went back in time and changed my grade. And that concludes the examples for today. My message to the person, whoever is going back, if you're seeing this, you gotta stop. You can't be doing this. It's changing our lives. Anyway, so that concludes today's video. Hopefully you're more informed of the Mandela effect and its horrors. These are all very real examples, and they could happen to you.